Hello, second graders. Today we are going to be talking about step up to writing. A few of you have done this before in class and a few of you haven't. So either way, it's good information for us to have. We're really working on expanding our writing and building stamina because we're almost to third grade. So we need to be writing longer pieces of text with more details. Step up to writing is really great for a few different reasons. First of all, it helps us organize our thoughts. Sometimes when we get really excited about a subject, we just throw everything out. I call it a brain dump. You write as much as you can, as fast as you can, because you're so excited. But then when you go back to read it, it doesn't really make much sense. It's not organized. Step up to writing is going to help you organize your writing. It's also going to help you follow a format. A lot of times kids have troubles. I don't know what to write. I can't start. I don't know what to do. And this kind of helps eliminate those problems too, because if you have a format to follow, it's way easier. You know your next step. So the main idea of Step Up to Writing is to use these colors. We're going to color code our writing. Green is our topic sentence. Green means go. So we always state our topic. Yellow is slow down. Now we're going to give an example. And then stop means we're very specific. We're giving examples, we're giving evidence. So it's kind of going from the big picture down to more specific. And then we give another example and a specific again. So you can repeat yellow and red as many times as you need to get your point across. And then always, always, always at the end, we go back and restate our topic. That's called our conclusion sentence. So this is the main idea of Step Up to Writing. Like I said, the first thing that we're going to do is use green. Green means go. Green asks the writer to decide, what am I going to prove? What am I going to explain? What information will I share? I always like to say that your topic sentence tells your reader what they're going to be reading about. It is usually your main idea. Your yellow is your reasons, your details, and your facts. Yellow means slow down. So we've just given a really broad topic sentence. Now we're going to slow it down and give a reason to support the topic. So this is where we just slow it down. After yellow comes red. Red is where we stop and we use our E's. Evidence, explain, examples. So we did our broad topic, a supporting reason, and now our evidence or our explanation. So it's even more specific. Then you're going to repeat yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red as many times as you need to get your point across. Then we go back. Green means go. So you go back to your topic sentence and you restate that. Don't use the same words as you did in your topic sentence. We are more creative than that. Use synonyms, use other words to restate the original thought. Those are the main colors in Step Up to Writing. So this is kind of what it looks like. I know in second grade we've been doing a lot of 5-sentence paragraphs, topic sentence, detail, 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 conclusion. Well, you are almost to third grade and it's time to expand those sentences and those paragraphs out. So now it's going to look like a topic sentence, a reason, and then explain your reason, another reason, and explain your reason, another reason, and explain your reason, and a conclusion. To get us started, we might just do 2 main reasons and 2 explanations. We'll see how well you do. This is one example of a graphic organizer to help start thinking of a topic. It's called a brainstorm donut. So in the center here is your topic sentence. Everything is related to your topic sentence. So we have our topic sentence, and then we have all of our supporting things surrounding that. But I prefer to use the T chart. Notice here that it looks like a T, and that just helps me organize my thoughts, that we've got our topic here, detail, explain, detail, explain, detail, explain, and a conclusion. So I did an example here for us to look at. And I just did something really simple. My topic was dogs make great pets. So that's my main idea. That tells the reader I'm going to be reading about why dogs are good pets. This is an opinion piece, so I need to support my opinion. My topic, dogs make great pets. Here's my 3 reasons. They're playful, they're smart, they're loving. dogs make great pets. That's what my old writing would have looked like, but now I'm adding more details to that. So now I have dogs make great pets. They are playful. And then an example of that, you can play fetch with them. They are smart. An example of that, you can teach them tricks. Dogs are loving. An example of that, they snuggle. And then I go back. Now notice I kept the same words here. That's okay for your graphic organizer or your rough draft, but your final draft will need to change that up a little bit. The other thing that we need to think about with Step Up to Writing is making sure that we use transition words. Transition words help our writing flow better, so it's not so start and stop. So I have some different examples. In the beginning of a story or a piece of writing, there are words like first, once, one time, to begin, start, first of all. We know all of those beginning transition words. In the middle, then, next, later, second, third, also, soon, after that, suddenly, before, long, later, that day, additionally. Again, lots of those, just to show something else is coming. And then your closing. In conclusion, to summarize, in the end, lastly, finally, all in all, it's something to help wrap up your writing and let your reader know that you're coming to an end. We do need to include transition words in our writing. So what I've done now is sort of taken a graphic organizer here, and it looks a little bit like this. What I'm going to do is use my previous graphic organizer to fill this in, okay? So I'm going to do that with just my voice on this one, and then I'm going to type it in on the next one. So we start with my topic sentence, and that was dogs make great pets. My detail. Oh, and look, I only have 2 details here, so I'm going to shorten it up. My detail was, let's see, they are playful. You can play fetch with them. They are smart. You can teach them tricks. And because, did you guys see how easy that was? We are almost in 3rd grade. We can bump this up a notch, can't we? I think so. There we go, look at that. That's so much better. Okay, so now I have the full format ready for us to go. So let's look at our next page here. So here, again, we're gonna expand this out because we are smarty pants. Are we not? This way we can add all of our details. Look how easy this is to do also. And I'm just gonna move my topic sentence for now. We can come back to that or my conclusion. Okay, so now is the fun part. Now is the part where I get to start writing. So I'm gonna move this up to the top here, maybe. And we are going to start off with, I'm just gonna put this in a darker color, our topic sentence, which was dogs make great pets. And it's not going to be super organized right now because I don't want to worry about making everything beautiful. Right now we're just worried about writing. Dogs make great pets. Now, do you remember my reason? My first reason was they are playful. Now you might notice that doesn't really flow yet, does it? Because I'm missing a transition word. So I'm going to put my first transition word here. Let me just move this to the back. There we go. For example, they are playful. Okay, now I've got my transition word as well. Now, how are dogs playful? This is where I stop and I add more information. You can play fetch with them. That explains one way that they are playful. It's still related to the yellow detail. We're not creating anything new. Okay? Dogs make great pets. For example, they're playful. You can play fetch with them. Also, sorry, this wasn't formatted perfectly, you guys. Here we go. Also, what was my other reason that dogs make great pets? They are smart, right? I think they are smart. So that's another main reason. Now, how are they smart? Well, you can teach them lots of tricks. So this is related to my yellow detail. Okay, you can teach them lots of tricks. My other one was they are loving. Dogs are loving. Now, you might notice, what did I forget? Yes, indeedy, I forgot I'm going to bring this to the front. I forgot a transition word. There we go. Now, how are dogs loving? Well, my dog gives lots of snuggles. I don't know about yours. They give great snuggles. So this is my last support here. And then remember this guy down at the bottom that we had? Okay, this is our last and final thing. It is our conclusion where I go back and I restate the opinion. I don't want to use the same words, so I'm going to say, that's why I think dogs are wonderful pets. You see how I changed that up just a little bit? Same idea. I'm restating it. It's just a little bit different so our readers don't get bored. I know you can barely see that, but it works. Okay? So now we've got a great example. It's a little bit messy, but that's why I call them sloppy copies. We're not going to worry about that right now. It's a little bit messy. It's a rough draft. Speaking of rough draft, after you finish your rough draft, you need to make sure and go back and check your work. You're going to check your sentences. Do they make sense? Are they readable? You're going to check for capitals, check spelling, check punctuation, and check your transition words. Make sure that you have all of those things. I always say you need to circle 3 words that you aren't sure if they're spelled right. When you're doing this on the computer, it's a little bit easier, but just do your best. You're in 2nd grade, you don't need to know how to spell every word, but your sight words you definitely should. Okay, and now we've got, I'm going to move my face over here, your final draft. Now for your final draft, make sure that you go back and you fix your work. It does you no good if you check it all and then you don't fix it. You want it to look beautiful. When we're publishing a piece, it should look ready for the world to see. So, move my face again. Here is my final draft, okay? And I'm going to go through and just highlight the different parts of that text so that we can kind of see that. Remember, here's my highlighter. We're going to start with green. The first sentence is my topic sentence. Dogs make great pets. I'm sorry, I'm so sloppy. And then I had a main detail. First, they are very playful. And then we stop and explain. You can teach a dog to play fetch. Do you guys wish you had your stylus? Because I do. After red, we use yellow again. Also, dogs are very smart. That was another reason that we stop and explain how are dogs smart. Well, dogs can learn many cool tricks. I have another supporting reason. Last, dogs are loving. Stop and explain how they're loving, because they are great snugglers. And then always, 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 we end by going back to the topic sentence for our conclusion. I think dogs are wonderful pets. And there we have everything lined out and color-coded. I know that was a lot today, so just make sure that you watch the video and we'll have some examples for you all to try out later this week. Thank you for staying with me for such a long time. I appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.